The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing Jones. It's caught by Mike Evans. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll try the left side. Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Patriots had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now Jones.
Ooh, that was some bullshit.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Alec Pierce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive.
That boy looked like he tried to score every time he touched the ball.
Say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Kevin?
A nice run here early.
Down on the ground like a bitch.
Play call to realize you want to establish a guy his caliber.
It's time for the young guys to come in. That's why I got backups.
As the game progresses.
Oh, man.
Chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Come on, look at this. Fuck, come on.
That's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Smith. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Seahawks. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2,
he's wide open.
Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's into the clear, past the 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Told you, so you Seattle Seahawks are some bad motherfuckers. They're just a bad.
It's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
You know what? They don't care about you. You think when they play, you think about you? Like,
so here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Yeah, get him out of here. Get him out of here. I'm going to injure my players. We're going to injure y'all now.
The line ready to go. Throwing to start the drive.
What hit?
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really have.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Okay, ready?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Unlock line. Grab the Ranger.
From the red zone now, Smith.
I should have threw the DJ. What that was
incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game.
You know what deserved this ass whooping?
So
because, first of all, you playing with my time. I don't like people playing my time.
And this will be a touchback as it sails over the end line.
Hey, stop playing my time, man.
The pass at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control.
Don't do it.
Let's see
Don't do it. I told you don't do it. Shotty B, you ain't ready. You ain't ready for these boys. Damn, these boys, these badass team, man.
That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree.
So I'm gonna make this real easy for painless. Ooh, I got something. Ooh, this play. I never did this before. Oh no, he's killing me. I hate this nigga, man.
Matt Judon. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
No question, that was needed by the defense.
Hey, yo, you better watch DK Metcalf. It's weak over there. Oh, Lord, it's weak over there. I'll freeform something, too. Y'all boys just is not ready for Seattle. Like, nobody who can fuck with these niggas.
Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead.
Hey, who can...
Extra point right
hey, bruh. Y'all know we're like on a 12-game win streak. Hey, I'm telling y'all, man. Damn.
And this will not
I know. It's like we is dominating this league right now. Hey, I'm telling y'all. We gonna humble ourselves, man. We ain't even gonna talk shit, man. We gonna stay humble. Make Seattle great again, that's all. Make them great again. Ooh, what's that?
They threw the interception on the very first play. And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well.
Hey, we got a new little look. I gave my nigga number 1, you know what I mean?
But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football.
I gave him a new makeover. Oh shit, watch him. Ooh, man.
Tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 18.
He gonna run it.
Jones now on first down.
Ooh, man. I don't like that. He trying to heat up on y'all. He's trying to heat up on y'all.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there.
I
This
ain't
one goes
like
for
that.
20. So
Have a little fight and you shot him meat, you know what I mean?
at the 18. From the red zone now.
That's the running back. Ooh,
that's complete to Pierce. Touchdown. Alec Pierce with his second touchdown of the game.
Nah, man, don't compare me to everybody else. How dare you? The nerve of you. Hey, shawty, the nerve.
Right down the middle. And that'll cut this to a 17-point
Bruh,
spread.
what? And bruh, you see?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
What?
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Hey, don't compare me to niggas in this league. I'm just different, man. That's what it is.
They have to be pleased with the way that they move the
Oh,
football.
look at that. Oh, my God.
This is
Come on, what is that?
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Yeah, man.
To follow here. And the lead is trimmed
I feel
down
like
to
if that was my starting receiver, he'd have threw it right. But since it was somebody weak, he gonna throw it weak.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. Now Smith. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Oh, intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe possibly they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Trying to look.
And his pass is intercepted for the first time today. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Geno down to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Millie.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
If you had a better team, I know you'd be winning more.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kenneth Walker, 34 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Jones. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Romeo Aquara shooting in there and dropping it for the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
and attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He's got his man, Thornton. There he goes, left side. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Now for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Finding Walker complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Then you'll be a fucking superstar.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones under pressure. They got him again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out left and complete to Thornton. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Federal Street got a Starbucks.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Play action. It's Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Millie.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Geno. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14.
Here we go.
Running right, here's Walker. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing now, Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Smith. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
We needed this one.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now Jones.
Come on.
Another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Jones. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jones. And it's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Drop
his
that.
Man, it's Thornton. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.